So you know I got to lean in.
Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Lunch and Lean. Thank you for joining us here on your Thursday afternoon, your favorite lunch break activity. I'm sure of it. Right here, I have our birthday boy and our host of last week's Lunch and Lean, Dangerous Danny. How are you doing, Dangerous Danny? Yes, it's a birthday. Yes.
I am good. Happy to see another year. 44, but
You look good, man.
Thank you, darling.
I know that's right. And now down there, we got old Shady Sammy. What's going on, Shady Sammy?
I'm good. I'm a little disappointed. I got emails today canceling all my Renaissance outfits, so I got to go back to the drawing board by next weekend.
And you better have on some silver. Don't be trying to butt the system.
That was not for us. We right after that.
Oh, it's Virgo season over there?
Virgo season.
The day after.
Oh, thank God, honey. I'm so... No. That wasn't personal. It's just that Scorpio season is coming up, and I'm excited. In the meantime, make sure that you guys do a couple of things for me. You like, you subscribe, you tell a friend to tell a friend. You also go ahead and comment in our group chat section, comment, and you go ahead and cash my friend Danny out. It's his birthday. Cash him out. Coins. Thank you. With that being said, we're going to get right started. And, we haven't done this in a while, but we're going to do it today. We're going to have a quick snack, and the snack is dedicated to Ascala and her wonderful family. We just want to go ahead and shout out, big ups to Ascala, who is pregnant and expecting, and her beautiful family is going to have a new addition. And so, it's been nice to see what Ascala has been up to. So I went to her page. She is now an Instagram influencer because, unfortunately, she wasn't able to influence anything on the Real Housewives of Potomac because they didn't bring her back. However, it's good to see that her and her happy family are growing. So congratulations to you, Ascala. That's a blessing, isn't it, guys?
Yes, it is. I love her. I wish we had got to see more of her. But she didn't perform at that reunion with that. She signed her own fate with that prop.
When you have a prop, let's make sure it's not a flop. Drew Sidor and that stupid plum. Now, I hate to just do this, sidebar this, but really quickly, if Drew Sidor would have threw a plum on my dress, see, that's the Marlo Hampton that people be talking about be cutting girls because she would have got cut. I'm not going to front. Don't do that. I don't play. Y'all don't play with my fashion. I don't play.
At all.
I was on Marlo's side with that. Don't throw no goddamn plum on my game. What if it would have bust open or something?
What if it would have
she probably got it right when that was way too ripe, knowing her. And then to throw out, and then to give Ralph a piece. She need to stop her props too. The only prop she needed was a mic with a filter.
Only prop she needed to do was a movie set prop because I don't ever want to see her on the Real Housewives of Atlanta again. And I said it, since day one.
And I back you up.
I don't care.
I back you up on that.
Well, hopefully lifetime.
And I was on an island by myself, believe it or not.
You want one with Courtney?
All right, you guys. One moment. I am going to go ahead and get started. So let's get this party started right. And we're going to get right into it. Erica Mena. Oh, I can't believe I had to say her name. I promise you guys, she will be. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start right now. She who shall not be named has issued an apology after making those heinous remarks, calling Spice a blue monkey in the heat of an argument. This comes off of the heels that she who shall not be named has been dropped from one of her streaming platform television series that she was filming. If anyone wants to read this, could someone read that? Because y'all know that's too small for me to read.
It says, go ahead, Sammy.
No, you got it.
We do not condone Erica Mena's recent reprehensible comment. She will be featured in the upcoming season of Hush, set to premiere later this year, as production was completed months ago. But in the event of additional seasons, she will not be part of the cast.
Has anybody watched that show?
Never heard of it.
They must keep it on the hush because I never heard of it.
With that being said, adios, good riddance, bon voyage. Please let the door hit you with a good Lord split you.
But you know what's really annoying,
So,
Chase?
Huh?
You know what's really annoying?
What?
She didn't release a statement until she started losing the other gigs after Love and Hip Hop.
Child,
she thought she could make it.
But in her statement, she says that TMZ was able to collect. I deeply regret my insensitive comment and want to humbly apologize to anybody I hurt or offended by my thoughtlessness. My choice of words was wrong, and I take full responsibility for what I said. I am committed to listening to the voices of those affected and will work toward making amends. As a woman of color and the mother of 2 Black children, I want to make it clear that my use of that word was not in any way racially driven. That said, I do understand the gravity of what I said and want to use my platform to promote inclusivity and equality. In the words of my brother Stephen A. Smith, we don't care. We don't care. I don't care. Do you guys accept this apology? Do you care? Because she who shall not be named for me, it's a dub, it's a wrap. I don't really care. Nothing she's going to be able to do. She's exhibited this behavior, as we've stated ad nauseum, over years. And it has finally caught up with her. Every dog has her day, and the rabbit does have their gun. Sammy, what do you think about that statement, as well as her being put on ice by Hush?
She like Danny said, I think she was really just over Love and Hip Hop as far as firing her, so she was not going to issue a statement on, to make them feel better. But when her other opportunities started being put at risk, she felt like, well, let me say something. She didn't mean it. I mean, she meant what she said to Spice, and then the whole, I have 2 Black kids and this, that, and the third. It's all just a bunch of blase, even from the network's, standpoint, because y'all let it happen, y'all watched it happen, y'all filmed it, y'all aired it, and then when we was pissed off about it, now all of a sudden y'all pissed off about it. It's a bunch of BS on everybody's end. She doesn't mean it. I don't think that the All Black, all those people, whatever that little network is, I don't think they would have either tried to remove her or any type of stance had the backlash not been so huge. It's all stunts. It's all PR. She doesn't care. She probably still tears ass up in her group chats and her phone calls with her friends and her family. She don't mean it.
Danny, any thoughts?
I don't buy anything she said about an apology because, as I've said before, she is Puerto Rican and Dominican, and the older generation there that's dying out, they use the word monkey to bash dark-skinned Latinos. So they use it as a racial slur. So with her having parents from both of those, she knows exactly what she was doing, how she was doing it, and why she was doing it. So she can take that and stuff it up her.
All right, now we PG here around here.
She can stuff it up her meow.
Oh, stuff it up her Nena. Oh wait, what's Nena mean?
Well, Nena is technically girl, but it can be used to describe, that.
Okay, so I got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mena's Nena.
Mm-hmm. Well, she who shall not be named, Mira Nena. I'm not gonna say it because we are a profitable platform and we like to continue along that path, and so we won't be going back to our old ways. And thank you for sticking with us as we have rebranded into the G-rated league. With that being said, we're going to move right along with our bombastic review, and we have more news for you. That being that there has finally been a confirmation on the casting for this upcoming season of Married to Medicine. The Married to Medicine season does premiere season 10 on November 5th, which is the weekend of BravoCon and the weekend of my birthday, because Scorpio is what we rule the world, okay? And so I am excited for them to come back. If you guys watched last season, you saw me, Danny, Sammy, Antonio, and Jasmine in and out on that platform. And we just really thank you for the support. So we're definitely going to give you a follow-up on what's going on and what you can expect November 5th. And since Danny read that last statement, could you go ahead and read this announcement for me, Sammy, if you don't mind?
Sure. Who's on the Married to Medicine Season 10 cast? Dr. Jackie Walters, Dr. Simone Whitmore, Dr. Heavenly Kimes, Toya Bush-Harry, and Quad Webb are all set to return for Married to Medicine Season 10. They'll be joined by a new cast member, she who shall not be named, and Letitia Lunsford, who's married to Dr. Gregory Lunsford, as well as Dr. Alicia Ingram, a dentist who knows Dr. Heavenly Kimes, will join the ladies as a friend.
I knew you was going to do that.
I didn't know he was. I didn't know.
Yeah, you would have better off reading the last one.
I didn't know. Well, we're going to go ahead and name her, child. If I can get... Okay, there we go. We're going to go ahead and name her because that old dirty, low-down, lying, sidewalk-sucking salamander of a...
Scorpio.
The lady with the cricket wig up there, she is going to be on this season of...
You might have to say
medicine. And you know what? I am so sorry. You're going to have to trust my word for it. I find it, and I'm going to go there, I find it highly ironic that she will go ahead and accept a check from this platform after she has so much to say about Mariah when she did a stint on Watch What Happens Live many years ago, bashing the woman. And she is the one who allegedly has done poor business with Mariah because, can I break it down? Can I go? Can I go there?
You might as well.
All right. So for those of you who do not know, oh man, I just didn't think about this until now, and I'm so sorry that, normally I have pictures to illustrate my points, and I don't have them. Just trust my word for it. Normally, okay, so what happened was, as Phaedra entered the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was pregnant with Aiden. And Mariah Huq and her sister Lake had a
I didn't say that.
Oh, because I don't play by
no,
anymore.
I was legit coughing.
Oh, sorry. I don't attack this man on his birthday. Oh well, that's the lead for you. With that being said, no, but so Mariah and Lake went ahead and decorated Aiden's room for Phaedra. If you go back and watch the I don't know what kind of scene that is, the baby shower scene, yes. Mariah and Lake are seated directly behind the Real Housewives of Atlanta while Phaedra is up there with them roses in her hair, that Bougie baby shower. Mariah and Lake are there as they gifted Phaedra with a room for Aiden. So that happens, and that's how they're acquainted. Mariah is approached to do Real Housewives of Atlanta. She turns it down to get Married to Medicine on the air. Her and Quad fall out. Quad and Phaedra do an episode of Watch What Happens Live, and Phaedra said some really not so nice things about Mariah. I know that we're on lunch. Danny, are you near your laptop at the moment?
I sure am, because I'm working.
Could you go ahead and search Phaedra and Mariah? Because there are quotes over the internet of what Phaedra said about Mariah without necessarily knowing her well enough to say that. I say all this to say, now you go ahead and you profit off of a platform that she created because you can't profit off of the platform that you were initially cast for because of your reckless ass mouth. Excuse my cuss word, but I don't like no fake stuff. To me, that's whack.
So there is stuff, but I do see a lot of articles, but my job has it blocked to where I can't click on entertainment websites. So, but
well, I'm sure one of our loyal, faithful group chatters will go ahead and let us know in the group chat what they think we're talking about.
Sean, go find it, Sean. I know Sean gonna go dig it up for me.
Sean will dig it up. Sean, if you in the room,
Sean probably already know.
I know what's going on. Sean be doing the tea.
But also,
all right. So, anyways, with that being said, outside of me thinking that that's flawed and whack and weak and fake for her to be on the show, I do think that it's going to add a layer of entertainment that we have not seen since Mariah has not been on the show. However, you know, if she's gonna come with all that lying like she did on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she got the wrong group of girls because they're not gonna let you slander their marriages. They're not gonna let you come for them professionally. They're not gonna let you ruin their careers. They are very fierce in protecting that. What do you guys think about this casting announcement? Contessa and Anila being out, and T, Dr. Alicia, and Phaedra being in.
So, when you were given the description of Phaedra before you mentioned her name, I thought you were talking about Quad until you said Phaedra's name. But for me, I'm entertaining whether one likes Phaedra or hates her. She is going to give you good TV. As you just said, she's going to give you good TV, and I'm in agreement with you. If she does lie, this is a very different cast than Married to Medicine. One thing that whole cast will game together on, even if they don't like each other, is on someone being a liar. I don't care nothing about Contessa and Anila leaving. I ain't lose no sleep over it. I do want to know why Bravo waited so long to make this official announcement about Phaedra. We've been knowing it. We've been seeing clips of them filming all over the internet, and I know that it never was released by them, but it just, from their end, it doesn't really feel like an announcement. Like, I didn't feel nothing there was no sense of excitement for me when I saw Bravo finally like made it official, you know? And I think you talked about this before, Chase. It is surprising that Dr. G's new wife, you know, is a cast member, like an official cast member so soon. You know, I thought she was going to be a friend of, or...
Yes. I am surprised that Phaedra and P seem to be full-time cast members. Normally, when things like that happen on Bravo, especially on Housewives, they kind of bring them in as a friend or a guest, but then the next season promote them or they stay in their roles. So they must have brought a whole hell of a lot to be given those positions. I actually thought that Dr. Alicia would be one because if you go back to the Washington, D.C. trip, season 8 of Married to Medicine, her and Dr. Heavenly had words and she was getting on Dr. Heavenly's nerves. So the fact that Heavenly brings her into the group in Atlanta is interesting, but the DC pilot did not come to fruition, and the word on the street is because the actual city of DC and Bravo have somewhat of a strained relationship due to the actual Real Housewives of DC that preceded the Real Housewives of Potomac, so that's why they couldn't get it on air. Sammy, any thoughts?
I mean, I wasn't excited when I heard about it before Bravo said, but I will say, no, in all seriousness, when we had Phaedra on Ultimate Girls Trip, I was able to actually enjoy her because, mind you, when she was on Atlanta, when she first came on, I wasn't big on her, but once her and Candy got a bond, and you got to see more of her true side when she used to be around Candy. Like, those two are my favorite. So when they fell out, I took it hard, and I've been on Phaedra behind since. But I am interested to see, like, is this really her doctor lover, or is this like that marriage boot camp stuff she had going on just to get back on TV? I want to see how what does she bring to become full time. I am glad that if she is going to be back on TV, if she's going to run away from Atlanta with the girls over there with, you know, Kenya them, that she's going to be with the Heavenlies and the Toyas, because they're not going to let her bypass like how she didn't want to talk about nothing on Ultimate Girls Trip with Vicky and all them. Toya them ain't having that. You gonna tell her we want to know what's going on. So if y'all gonna put her back on Bravo, at least let us give that. Since we didn't get to see her and Candy hash it out, at least let us hear what she has to say about it from over here. Even if it's not the truth, I want to hear her point of view, I guess you can say. I don't want to hear none of that. I heard, I repeated it. Pull it out of her, Heavenly. If anybody gonna get it, Heavenly gonna get it. But
allegedly, Toya and her got into it, and Toya doesn't see it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this might be, you might hear me be Team Toya this year. I don't know. But then they got Phaedra coming in and she's cool with Quad. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I can't deny that when Phaedra was on Atlanta, regardless of how much BS she bought, it gave good TV. So
she's a good laugh track.
They already have a formula, so we'll just see how she either adds or does not add to that. But
she may be a one and done, and I think, you know, I know we keep wondering what she did to, you know, become a cast member, for like a full-time cast member first season, but I really think it was done just based on there was so much, you know, people keep saying bring her back to Bravo, bring her back to Bravo. So I think it was easy thing to bring her. I think the plan was always to bring her in as a full-time person, and she was able to deliver on that. Because of course, if they didn't, they easily could make her a friend of after. But I think that was always the plan with her. Because Contessa and Anila came in.
And Ultimate Girl Trips, they were trying to see how the people were gonna accept her. But I mean, we'll see how it go. Just know we're gonna tear season 10 down. They think they're gonna come over there messing with Quad with that Dr.
I'm
G
definitely
stuff.
gonna pop up on that review.
Come on, Chase. We gonna tune in to the lead November 5th or 6th.
Me and Tony will handle y'all.
We gonna tear it down up over there behind Miss Quad this season, because once again they had a lackluster start, it seems like, and they had to usher my girl back in. I'm so sick of her saving lives and
I think it's too soon. I won't go there.
Because
I know I'm not
go there.
I know I'm not gonna like Quad. I already know. Never have.
You know what's so crazy? I was willing to give. I gave Quad a new. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Did I not give Quad a new start this season? Last season?
Probably 85%.
I gave her more than I've ever given her.
That's a lot. That's a lot for Chase, though.
And I think I'm exaggerating on 85. But he said he was gonna give her a fresh start, even though he tore her up in the beginning. Then in the middle, he was like the second episode, he was like, "I'm gonna be."
There's only one time.
And then like 4 or 5 episodes back in, he was back on her ass. So I'm gonna say about
there's only one time I like Quad, and that's when her and Mariah had tag team Carrie, and that was it.
It was a good duo together.
I'm not. I mean, not her. Yeah, her Mariah. I'm not gonna lie. Mariah has one of my favorite Married to Medicine scenes, and that's with that whole pressure wash this mother beep. Like that is one of my all-time favorite clips of Married to Medicine. Period. Because the way Simone bust out laughing, that's what took me out.
Her messy tail.
That Mariah has. That's probably my top 2.
Have you used it?
The crab cakes were salty.
That's what I see. That's every time I ask him about that book, that's what he say. You made the crab cake.
But if you use her measurements, then it was salty.
Well, you know what? I think because I don't cook with salt at all, that anytime I put salt in anything, I'd be like, oh my God, honey. So, but it was good. It was just salty, but I'm going to actually try another recipe, and I'm going to make it, and maybe I'll have it here for us next lunch, and I'll try it on here. We're going to see if we can get all that done.
I'm going to have to Google the recipe so I can make it myself. I'm going to make my own.
And we can eat them together. And we can eat them together.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, we'll try to get... That's cute. The next time, that's cute. We'll do that. I like that. That's a good idea.
That's
yes. The way that Dr. Simone laughed meant that they had talked about it in the past.
Yeah,
it's definitely been a topic of discussion.
She was like, "I can't believe you said that." Is what that.
She had a gut laugh. Go back and watch it. She said, "Mariah."
It was like, "Don't you tell her we said this."
What did you say?
Said it on camera, girl.
Fighting words. Yeah, Mariah definitely got the girls where they needed to be. And speaking of the girls where they needed to be, speaking of Mariah Huq, and we're just gonna have a lot going on. So the ratings for the Real Housewives of Atlanta final episode are in, and they are just shy of under 1 million viewers, which is their highest rated episode of this particular season. Do you guys feel like it was warranted, or, you know, what's going on? I always say that it takes a group, when they're new together, about 2 seasons to hate each other. In that 3rd season, they rip each other from limb to limb. And that is what we have here, in my opinion. It's just that we've ripped that group to shreds so much that although they're finally starting to show what we need to get a compelling show, I think it's too little too late. The damage has been done. And that particular configuration of girls, no matter how bad they don't like each other, there's not enough compelling television amongst the 6 of those particular women, in my opinion, to warrant them getting another season, which the word on the curb is they will not, because the teas have it, allegedly, that everybody is out, except for maybe 2 to 3, if that at the most. But they are actively casting new girls, and I said it here, and you heard it from me. It's very true. It's true. Allegedly, it's true. Can it be allegedly true? I said allegedly, so it don't matter. Just allegedly take my word for it, allegedly.
You know,
What did you guys think about the ratings? Was it well deserved, or what do you feel? That's Danny. Excuse me.
I think it was deserved. I mean, I think a lot of people tuned in. I'm gonna have to give Drew and Ralph some credit on that. A lot of people did tune in to see if he was gonna tear her ass up, her behind up. I also want to say that I know people are harsh on Atlanta's ratings, considering what it used to be, but their current ratings are still higher than a lot of Bravo shows, Andy's show included. So I
Ooh.
mean, and when you take into account the fact that it's on Sunday, I always tell people Sunday Fun Day is a bigger thing now than it ever has been. So a lot of people, when Atlanta was getting 4 or 5 million viewers, some people were partying on Sundays, but not to the extent where it's become like the thing to do on Saturday. So on Sunday, so a lot of people aren't watching live anymore. So as long as they keep bringing back these shows like Salt Lake City and all these other ones that don't even come to half of what Atlanta's bringing in, I don't want to hear nothing about people saying they have low viewers. Like Nene says, don't talk to me about what was. Tell me what's now. And what's now is they're still performing higher than a lot of Bravo shows.
And I also want
Sammy?
the people to be mindful. Like, this is not back then when everybody was watching live TV. Everybody don't got cable now. So many streaming apps. Everybody's streaming. Everybody's bootlegging. They watching on the internet days later. Peacock offers it the next day, so everybody's not
With
sitting
the
there.
unedited.
Yeah, uncensored. So we're not waiting like till 7, 8 o'clock for it to come on live TV and watching. People are catching it later, and if they're doing this live TV, then I can only imagine what the streaming numbers are like. As far as this saving them, I don't see it saving them. I just don't see it saving them. I do think some of them are going to be gone. I don't think all of them will be gone, but I do think it's just like they gave a good performance. But like Chase said, we're at the end of the rope. It's too late at this point.
Well, speaking of saving them, accounts across Twitter, namely, I won't name that account, but the one that makes up the dumbest casting that I've ever seen, actually posted something that is feasible. And they're saying, maybe these two ladies might be two ladies who can come in and shake things up. Before I ask you if you guys agree, I want to say that, even though she may be a bit insufferable, Tamar would, in my opinion, attract viewers because she has her Tamartian friends, and that's good for a couple of 100,000 views. They're going to watch it, especially her versus Candy. That's going to be insufferable, but good Lord, Candy ain't going to catch a break if Sheree come back and Tamar comes on. Candy, woo. Anyway, but that's something to watch for. And apparently, and I shouldn't be saying this either, but when it comes to Mariah, right, there are certain former Bravo members who are blacklisted from the Bravo universe. She is not one of them, despite her threats of a lawsuit. It didn't actually go to court. I think they settled before it got there. She didn't slander the network. She just told the truth about what happened with her and production. So because of that, and that she has not gone ahead and done any kind of, slandering of the network or siding against the network publicly, it seems like she is still in somewhat of a good favor with the network because she actually was just reported on by BravoTV.com last week in a Get to Know Married to Medicine article that they did. So, in my opinion, I don't want both of them would be amazing television. They will be insufferable television, but they are two stars, in my opinion, in the reality TV field. We still quote Mariah. We just had a whole quote session on Mariah. Tamar has memorable moments on the Braxtons. I don't think that it's unreasonable to consider them for next season, especially if Phaedra has swapped over to Married to Medicine. It might be okay to swap Mariah over to Real Housewives of Atlanta, where she was initially tapped to be in the first place. You guys, your thoughts? Sammy, come back now if you want to. Good Lord.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sammy.
Yeah, since you got somewhere to be.
I have no. I mean, I don't. Tamar's WeTV. If that did happen, we had to take one of them. Just I guess give me Mariah. She would be less insufferable. I don't want to see Tamar's immature ass. I don't want to see her at all, especially on Bravo, especially on a show that I enjoy watching. So if we're gonna have to get one, give us Mariah. But it's a couple of hundred other girls y'all can sort through before y'all bring them two to the table. I know Atlanta got some girls.
Mariah's going to bring. Look at Mariah, what she brought on Married to Medicine. As far as her events were concerned, she always had a fabulous event. She always had a good read. You know, she was the victim and the villain at the same time. You know, to some people, I think that fits the Real Housewives of Atlanta profile way more than it did the Married to Medicine profile. Even though she created the franchise that you enjoy and employs your fave Quad. Without her, there would be
Right,
no
but
you.
did she also test for the franchise that I enjoy and they didn't want her? So she ended up painting the nursery room and stuff for Phaedra and
No, that's not how that worked. If you go back a couple minutes ago, what I said was production met Mariah after she had already done the room through Phaedra. They tested her, they wanted her. She turned them down and pitched Married to Medicine, which is how we got your lion ass favorite Quad up there, Mr. Potato Head. That's how we got Mr. Potato Head. So we're gonna thank Mariah for that.
I'm just glad that she turned Housewives down. Don't try to pick them up.
Danny?
I actually would enjoy seeing Mariah on Housewives of Atlanta. I really would. I think she fits it. You know, I feel like she could bring some sort of, like, you know, Mariah, people say what they want, but I see Mariah as an elegant woman. I know she can get low down like the rest of the cast, but I see her as an elegant woman, and I would love to see like lavish stuff again in Atlanta. Like, you know, we saw it this season with Sheree's, you know, her stuff, you know, some of her stuff, but I would like to get back to that. I would love to see more than just going out to lunch and arguing. And as far as Tamar, I promise you, timestamp this, record this. Well, we already recording. Timestamp it, screenshot it, screen record what I'm about to say. If Tamar joins, I will never watch it live. I will watch it the next day so I can fast forward through her. I cannot stand her. I just can't. She does. There's a difference between good TV to me and somebody who's just downright annoying. And she's just downright annoying to me. She would really stop me from watching live.
She would probably stop me from watching, period. I can't take
I can't do her. I cannot do her.
I used to love the girl, but she has become like, when I say, ugh, give me some music. I'll take the music. But I don't want no, I like
the beat. I like the music, but I would rather y'all bring Shekinah to Housewives of Atlanta over, and I can't stand Shekinah either. But I cannot stand Tamar. She is low down, bottom of the barrel, gutter bucket trash to me. And I mean that with everything in my chest. Now, listen to her sing, though. But that's the only time she should open her mouth is to sing.
And sometimes that's questionable.
With that being said, lunch is now over.
Oh, I need a sandwich now.
I don't hate Tamar that much, but you've heard it here. There's nothing else left to say. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section, aka the group chat section. Hit us up, follow us, like and subscribe.
Go get some shirts and some mugs and stuff, some merch and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I need some too.
Yeah, get some merch and send Danny a birthday cash app. Give him some love. Get him a drink on you, okay?
I'm gonna go get me a sandwich after this, honey.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Can somebody send him some lunch money? Thank you. Well, that being said, I want to thank you, Dangerous Danny and Shady Sammy, for coming on. Next week we'll be back, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in and the success that you guys have made the show. I'm always so honored every week to see you guys turn out like you do faithfully. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and enjoy your lunch. And once again, congratulations to you, Escala, on your pregnancy. So, you guys have a great day. We bid you adieu, and we're out.
See you next time.